The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Monroe, he'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers.
Check pass. 25, check 25, check 25.
On first down, Monroe. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, D. Big series.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Pick up the ball. Watch twist. Watch. Pick it. Watch twist.
They'll run on first down. Monroe. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the ball is knocked out. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup at 7. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
On third down, Monroe. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
We gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey,
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 4. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 4. Mike 4. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Bam.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Smooth.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Mike 4.
Get it.
On first down, Long, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Ready, set.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, lock it.
Shit. Watch the shit.
Hey, Zoom. Hey, Sam off. Rock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
That's it, baby.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Set
3 yards on that
8
last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Squeeze.
Check. 36.
Five.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Protein spill. To go.
And to give this time to the tailback. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Got it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Kill.
General West.
Check 52.
You're out.
Check.
Go.
You.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Steelers 0.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Under 10.
Hard. Snap.
On third down, Law, and he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Alert 3.
Leo. Let's go.
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
From the gun on 3rd down is Marino. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. $18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
45-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chargers.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check four.
On 2nd down now. Monroe, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, they scared. So Mike from the
Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
I got one. Hey, watch it.
Topper.
Whip. Watch the whip.
49, check 49. Big grip.
They'll run on first down. Law, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Baby. Boom.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On first down, Monroe. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. Monroe. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. This one complete to Lacy. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Check 99. Check 99. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Matchbox lights.
They'll keep it on the ground. Long. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the set.
Mike 14. You gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this?
You draw Corker.
You think you gonna get this? Check it out, read. Say. Shift. Check. Lucky. Check.
Hey, Alpha. They go.
They'll run on first down. Walker. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On first down, Long. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Look at me. Go. Hey. Now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Long. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go. 8, read.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Kill. Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 14.
Bam.
Here we go.
Let's go.
On third down, Marino. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey. You got 3.
They'll try the left side. Monroe. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Gordon on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on, QB, come on. Check.
Now a give right side. Monroe, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defense, let's go.
Check 13.
Greystone travel.
They'll keep it on the ground. Long. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey, echo.
Marino here from the gun. Going up top. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll run on first down. Monroe, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Now a give, right side. Monroe. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rock it.
They'll run on first down. Law. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
On the double. Look, squeeze.
Watch the eye. Hey, check 20.
Go out.
Check Nick.
Hey, foxtrot. Hard, get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Law. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it. as we come up on a big third down.
All day, every day, any day.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Leo.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, Long. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here I come.
5.
Now it's Marino. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the ready.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Look at me. Go.
Check. 36.
Go. Down.
On 2nd down, Long. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Long. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Switch, switch, switch. Check. 6 guys. Check 6.
General West.
He's coming. Double up. Double
Hey,
up.
lock it.
He's coming. Double up.
Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Long. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Danielle Hunter.
They don't want it, fellas. They
It's a gain
don't
of 2.
want it.
Brings up
Keep
3rd
playing the
and
hard
3.
all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Ready,
So
break.
a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done. Now part 2.
Chargers.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Monroe. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? And that is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll keep it on the ground. Long, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Come. Mike 14.
From the shotgun, Marino. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Touchdown, defense.
Check 4. Check 4.
Bravo.
Finds the mic. Finds the mic. Time to go.
Hey, drop back.
Here's Marino. Open man is Galladay, complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an